Hello, welcome to my guide on how to complete Hyetta's questline in Elden Ring. Her quest has several steps which require various levels of progress through the story. To finish her quest, you must complete the steps before killing certain bosses, but the actual quest can be started and completed even after you've picked an ending, provided certain conditions are met. If you need to slay the Erdtree avatars on the west and east cliffs surrounding the lake, you'll have to wait until you defeat the 2 NPC invaders required to complete the quest. Slaying the Erdtree avatars will cause the corresponding NPC invaders to not spawn at all, making this quest unfinishable as of patch 1.03. While you won't meet Hyetta until you reach the lake-facing cliffs site of Grace, her quest actually begins in Weeping Peninsula, south of where you start the game. You'll want to complete Irina and Edgar's quest before killing Godric the Grafted and moving on to Lake Liurnia. You first meet Hyetta by the lake-facing cliffs site of Grace. She asks if you have any Shabriri grapes to donate, and if you've slain Godric the Grafted, you'll find your first grape on the path to the lake-facing cliffs from Godric's arena. Give Hyetta the grape and exhaust her dialogue. Your next location is the Purified Ruins. If you are traveling directly from the lake-facing cliffs, turn your character to face southwest and follow this dirt path all the way around, past this encampment of soldiers, to the lakeshore, and follow the lakeshore until you reach this site of Grace with a merchant. From here, you'll ride east until you reach the eastern shoreline, and then travel north along this shoreline to reach the Purified Ruins. On the hillside southwest of the ruins themselves, you'll find Hyetta, who is asking for another grape, which is hidden among the ruins. Look for this heavily guarded building just northeast of Hyetta. If you enter from the south entrance of this building, there will be a wooden floor you can destroy. There's guards patrolling the area, but if you wait until nightfall, most of them will be resting, making it easier to stealth in. Dispatch or stealth through the enemies, and roll through the floor, and you'll find the grape at the bottom of the stairs next to a chest. Return to Hyetta and exhaust her dialogue here after delivering the second grape. From here, you should go ahead and travel north along the shoreline until you reach the Gatetown Bridge site of Grace. Just head north, avoiding the crawfish, and go up the broken bridge to find the site. You'll find Hyetta immediately to the north, standing against the cliffside, where she will ask you for another grape. Your third grape is located on the west side of the lake, at the Revenger's Shack. You must have completed Irina and Edgar's quest in the Weeping Peninsula before visiting this location. The Erdtree avatar on the west lakeshore must still be alive in order for Edgar to invade your world. Travel to the location, and once you enter the building, you'll be invaded by Edgar. Defeat him to obtain the third and final Shabriri grape. After giving her the grape, she'll ask you what the grapes are. Her quest will continue no matter what you pick, but telling her the truth will cause an interesting reaction when you walk away. Rest at the site of Grace after your decision, and return to exhaust her dialogue here. She will move on to her fourth location. Hyetta's fourth location can be a bit tricky to get to, but I'll do my best to describe the journey. From the Gatetown Bridge side of Grace, just travel to the northwest along the lake bed until you reach the ravine side of Grace.
Shine bright circus map.
head north from here and past this first group of giant land squirts. When you see the second group, look over to the right. There is a path that's easy to overlook that leads up to the eastern cliffs. Follow this path up and you'll reach the Bellum church site of grace. Hyetta will be standing inside the church just north of the site. Here she'll ask you for a fingerprint grape. The fingerprint grape can be challenging to get to, and I'll do my best to explain how I've reached it. Since this next part can be quite challenging, I would highly recommend grabbing the Grand Lift of Dectus site of grace beforehand, which is located just northeast of the Church of Bellum if you follow the stone road. Be careful here as there are cannons and ballistas that can knock you off guard. You can find the site of grace past the encampment, up the stairs inside of the lift itself. From here, you're looking for a village located to the northeast. You can avoid the encampment by hopping over the top of the stairs. And the dirt path leading up to the village is a little tough to spot. I kinda missed it here, but taking it up will put you in front of the village, which is guarded by a giant flaming eye. Being within the eye's field of vision will cause insanity to build up, so try to reach the base of the tower and travel up the cliffside to block its view of you. Killing the enemies on top of the tower causes the eye to stop spawning, and they do not fight back, so it's crucial to get this done to safely explore the village. The base of the tower has a giant rat and some smaller ones. Be careful, as they also cause insanity to build up with their attacks, as does pretty much everything else in this village. Once the flaming eye is dealt with, make your way through the village and look for a church to the north on top of a hill. When attempting to enter the church, you'll be invaded by festering fingerprint Vike. Keep in mind that if you have defeated the Erdtree avatar on the east side of the lake, Vike will not invade, making this quest unfinishable as of patch 1.03. Defeat him to obtain the fingerprint grape, his armor, and a weapon. There's a site of grace inside the church, which you'll want to pick up if you have not completed Vari's quest. I'll leave the contents of the church up to you to discover. Return to Hyetta, deliver the grape, and exhaust her dialogue here. Alright, the easy part is over. Hyetta will now move on to her final location, which is far underneath the capital. In order to reach Hyetta, the following conditions must be met. Defeat 2 demigods. Enter the capital. Defeat the boss at the Elden Throne. Rest at the Elden Throne site of grace. Find the Subterranean Shunning Grounds. Defeat the boss within. Find the hidden crypt behind the boss arena, and perform a jump puzzle. From here, I'm going to assume that you have every step completed except finding the Shunning Grounds and locating the boss within them. To reach the Subterranean Shunning Grounds in Lanedale Capital, you'll want to start at the Avenue Balconies site of grace. Head down the stairs and immediately turn left past the gate. Follow this fence on the left, and use this corpse as a marker. Jump down onto the rooftop past him on the left. You're looking for this well, which is pretty easy to get into without agitating the mobs around it. But if you do miss the well, the enemies guarding it have a pretty brutal grab attack, so do be careful. Hop down into the well and grab the rune arc here if you want. Open the gate near the ladder. And from here, there's a short walk to a room with a bunch of rats. The door on the other side will be closed your first time, so it might be tricky to run past, but you can totally run past these guys. You can immediately hop down the ladder on the left, but there's also an ogre waiting for you at the bottom of this ladder. You can range him safely from the top if you've dealt with the rats, or you can corpse drag. Congratulations, you're now at the Subterranean Shunning Grounds. The sewers here are very confusing and honestly deserve their own guide. I'll do my very best to guide you to the boss in the fastest path that I have found, including any shortcuts along the way. There's a few tough mobs along the way that are difficult to stealth past, so I summoned some help just to show the path efficiently. Exit the side of Grace room and head south, looking for this metal floor with a missing grate you can drop through. There are 3 ogres, but you can run past them. When you drop, face north and head down the pipe, avoiding the rats, and looking for this tunnel on the right. These tunnels have several lava slugs and holes to fall in, so do your best to avoid them. If you fall in any of these holes, you can reverse the pipes back up, so don't panic. However, there are several tough enemies, so you really want to do your best not to fall. The first hole you must jump over is guarded by these slugs. The second hole you must jump over will have a corpse with an item hanging over the opposite side from you, marking its location. Go through this gate on the right, and the door might be closed for you, but you can open it from this side. Watch for the lava slug ambush from the right and continue through the pipe until it opens up into this room. There's an ogre guarding the ladder, and 2 more will jump down and join the fray. This part is tough. I was really glad I summoned the extra help here. But if you can dispatch or sneak around the ogres, climb the ladder across from them and open the double doors, revealing the way forward. To the right of these double doors, there's a gate you can open to reveal a shortcut back to the side of Grace. Go through the double doors and immediately drop off the top of the stairs to a second set of stairs below you. The window here is small, so careful falling from the top. Make your way through this new area. And past this floor, turn around at the bottom of the stairs to go down this set of tunnels. There are several basilisks guarding the tunnel. Be careful, as the close quarters make their death clouds harder to avoid. Follow the path we take here, and you'll come across another room guarded by another ogre. Dispatch him and climb the ladder behind him. There is another set of double doors here you can open to reveal a shortcut back to the side of Grace. Rest up or continue forward by taking this pipe up and around. There are quite a few imps running around, so stay on your toes as they can knock you off. At the top of the pipe, fall to the left and follow this wooden platform around to the door on the east wall here. There's going to be an ambush, so watch out as he can just knock you right off here. But you'll want to enter the door that he comes out of. Kick the ladder to make another shortcut, and then hop inside of the new sewer pipe. When you fall into the sewer hole, face east and head down the pipe. There's a solitary rat in this pipe, which you can use as a marker for a hole that you need to drop down into. The hole is located immediately past the rat. Careful when you jump down, as there is a mob here that can perform a backstab if you delay your movement. The next part is easy to get lost in, so follow the path we take to reach a ladder. Take this ladder down, and you'll be in a room with some warrior jars. You can walk right past them here to an elevator on the right, and you might even see one of them fall down after you if you do. Since it's sort of a story spoiler, I'll leave it up to you to discover who this is, but after defeating the boss, you can grab this treasure chest ahead and roll into the altar behind it. If you have not slain the boss guarding the Elden Throne and rested at the Elden Throne side of grace, the path forward will be blocked for you. If you have done so, then just head back into this crypt. I highly recommend the long cat ring. It will not save you if you miss a jump, but it makes the jumps more forgiving on your health. There are several ways to drop down, and it might take you a few tries, but you ultimately want to end up on the coffin with the purple item. It's the inescapable Frenzy incantation, and once you've picked it up, turn around and take the stairs down. You'll be able to safely drop down onto the floor below you, which will break to reveal a side of grace and Hyetta finally. Speak with her and she'll tell you how to open the fiery doors. Keep in mind that opening the doors will lock you into the Flame of Frenzy ending. The only way to unlock yourself from this ending is by obtaining and using Miquella's Needle. This is an entire process that deserves its own video, however. If you are sure you want to continue, remove all of your equipment and walk through the doors. After the cutscene, speak again with Hyetta, and after exhausting her dialogue, you will no longer be maidenless, and you'll get your Flame of Frenzy seal, and some Frenzy Flame Stones. Congratulations, you monster! You have completed Hyetta's quest. And if you've watched all the way to the end here, thank you so much. I really enjoy making these videos, and I hope to have more in the future. Please validate me in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.